Hi, I'm Carletta McMillan, owner of Beyond Revealed Media. As a small business owner, I find my days filled with meetings, gigs, and managing projects. It's hard at times to incorporate new services, balance a home life, and manage staff. After spending time with Mr. Willie James, an ambitious, reliable, humble, and dedicated entrepreneur, he has given me a sense of hope. In this documentary, Willie James, owner of the W Group, along with key employees, staff, and family members, all share their experience of what it takes to start and grow his company, cater to his clients, serve in the community, and fulfill his duties of being a loyal husband and father. Through determination and commitment, Willie proves that small business owners can make an honest living and truly outline their definition of success. Tune in as I take you beyond the obvious and reveal the unseen with the W Group.
The world's most dangerous morning show.
That's my jam right here. Oh! Now listen to him.
Good morning, USA! Yo, 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 yo,
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the
That's
Guy.
my thing when it comes
Guess
on.
what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day! That's my
Yes,
jam
it's
right
Wednesday.
there.
Shut up and sit down.
Just turned 5 o'clock in the morning. Most people is still asleep, but this is what I do. I ride around, I check all my properties out. I see what needs to be done. I always document, let the owners know, like we just finished fixing a gas line over here, and hey, we need to get that patch, man, because not only managing properties is much more than just picking trash up off the ground and cutting the grass, man. You gotta, you gotta let the owners know when you got a problem. If you got a light problem, you got a asphalt problem, you got tree problems, you got inspectors come around and they find you for every little thing, and owners want you to have their back. So good morning, how you doing? Yeah, my guy Chris. Let me go and holler at him right quick. But one guy take out this whole mall in about 2 hours. We do it every morning. What's going on, dude?
Every project we go to is different. Sometimes I lead the guys and go drop the other guys off and come back and I work with that guy. And if we go to another site and the guy's still working, we'll just all jump out. It's like a team effort.
Whatever it takes to get the properties and make sure the properties is up to par, we're gonna do that. We're not gonna stop.
4:30 in the morning, we go and get that cup of coffee. We finna listen to some gospel music early in the morning because they play that early in the morning. So you get that, you feed your spirit, you talk to your boss, your brother, your cousin, your supervisor, and we just sit down, laugh, and see how we're gonna attack the day with our cup of coffee.
I love it.
I'm Willie James, the owner of the W Group, a multi-purpose cleaning company and trash hauling business. This is actually my 10-year anniversary with the W Group. Before that, I had another company by the name of United Maintenance Group. I had for 7 years prior to this current company now, and we specialized in trash hauling, demolition, demo, weekly property cleaning and maintenance, and I currently manage between, I think, 3.4 million square feet of commercial real estate. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you don't have no worries. That's all I can say. You don't have no worries. And I always tell my guys, and I'm quite sure they'll mention it to you, I always say, let's not be the people that say we should have did it this way. Just do it right the first time. And this is another one of my plazas. See how the lights goes off so early in the morning? We're not doing that plaza today, but that's my plaza right there, the Chipotle Plaza. Now, it's funny that now I have CVS. We're not doing that today. And around the corner, it's a Subway and a TGI Fridays. I have that over there as well. See, it goes goes back to what I was saying. See, I get emails early in the morning. This from Baloo Realty. This is their plaza right here. One of their plazas just got a situation over there in Palmer Plaza that they need me to go clean the dumpster area out because they're getting fines because people are throwing trash over the dumpster, over the garbage can. So now I gotta go over there and gotta deal with that situation. Now this is early morning emails.
Right.
This is an early morning email.
And that's so crazy because my morning or any other morning, some for other people, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Y'all get emails at 5:30,
Yeah.
6 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
He believes wholeheartedly that if he works it the way that he wants to work it, that this business will survive.
My motivation to wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning is my kids. I want to equip them with the tools they need to succeed in life. So ain't nobody going to take care of my kids but me. And the people that work for me, ain't nobody going to take care of them but this company. And I have to oversee this company. I have to get up. It's stressful a lot of times. When 10 o'clock hit and you done been going by 6 hours and people still wiping coal out their eyes. It's stressful. And it's stressful to work 7 days a week, but my motivation is my kids, and I do it for them over and over and over until they're in position to win. I want to see them win. I want to see my kids win. And I want to give them the things they need to win. So that's my motivation. That's my drive, is my kids.
What I've seen, the growth of Willie, I've seen someone who would do it all by himself. And now he'll let you help him. Well, he'll give you, he'll let you aid him. He don't need your help, but he'll let you aid him because he can do it all by himself. I've seen him grow within his religion. I've seen him grow within his family, being a father more, not being a father more, but being more active. It's like you see, how can I say it? It's like he's a kid again when he sees his kids just doing the cheerleading thing with J-Lo or football, the day-to-day homework, motivating them. Is like you see the kid in him again. But from the 7 years, man, my brother been nothing but amazing. Never the same guy in a sense. Like he's never stuck in the same position. He's always elevating. And even if you have to take a step back, the next step forward will be even stronger.
I'm from Miami by way of Pompano. Yeah, Cayuga City. Grew up from Miami. I'm from Miami. Grew up in Miami. And then when my grandma took sick, I moved to Cayuga City with my mom and my dad in two separate households. But I moved to Pompano. Pompano is my home. It's my city.
What do you remember most about growing up in this neighborhood?
As far as
anything, like as far as walking home from school,
man,
as far as going to the park, like what connects you to this community?
Little league football and loud cars. Man, everything is Pompano Cowboys. Everything, man. Everybody that's from the city that played for the Pompano Cowboys or either cheered for the Pompano Cowboys or either coached. Man, and loud cars, man. Everybody, came out of Pompano, you done seen a loud car with music and rims, or you done either had one. So, hey, when you mention Pompano, hey, loud cars are the Pompano Cowboys.
After he got 18, I told him he was on his own. So he was still here in the house with me. So when he got in his 20s, I think that's when he got in a little trouble and driving with no license and tag and, the typical things. And he said he was doing some dangerous thing out there, but I didn't know. All this bad other stuff that might tell y'all what he was doing, I don't know nothing about it, because if he did, I don't think I've been telling this story. And he know that too.
He was with my grandmother. My grandmother got sick. My father went and picked him up. He then moved in with us. I think he was in the fifth or fourth grade at the time that he moved in, when he came to the house with us. And then about the time he made it to high school, he left the nest, left daddy, and went with mama. I guess would be the way to describe that.
Okay.
Right.
How was he in the house? Like as coming up, like just how was little Willie?
I don't want to call him little. He was never little Willie to us.
Okay.
Actually, what's funny is that he hated that phrase, little Willie. Yeah, that's why he was never referred as little Willie. All the family members referred to him as Pee-Pee, which is short for what they know my father as. My grandfather was Pete. My father was Peter, and he was supposed to be Pete. But we in our community always shorten things, so he became known as PP. So even in my phone, he's known as PP. It's funny because my earpiece will say names, so it says Pepe every time he calls me. So I always tell him that I laugh when he's calling. He's like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm saying, because you should just hear how this thing pronounces your name. So that's what I've always known him as. So it's when we're around other people, I'm always calling him PP.
Coming up, Willie was a little busy, a little mischievous, a little clown. He was always the center of attention. So the serious side of him, you never really saw of him coming up. You didn't see that side of him coming up. He was always playing. He was always goofing off. He was always not settled. He was just antsy all over the place all the time.
He was, raising him was a challenge.
But having him now is a delight. So
Yes.
I'm sure. Tell me about when he first told you that he wanted to start the W Group. Or even before then, were there other businesses or other ideas or other ventures that he dipped in before the W Group?
Not as an entrepreneur or nothing, but in general in working, somewhat that kind of led down that line was his work into, I forget the name of it, but it was a place that, but with the Evening Delights or something like that with the fireplace installation. He took that up. He got into a job where he learned to do that, and he did that, pretty good. And from that, one thing led to another. He got into, before the W Group, it was like, I forget the other name of the little thing, where he first took up like
United Maintenance
with office cleaning and things of that nature. And one thing grew from that to another. And I mean, it's just so much that can be said about it. And it was a struggle. Oh my God, was it a struggle?
My previous business partner found the niche with a company by the name of Permacare, and at the time they was looking for people. They put an ad in the newspaper looking for people that, hey, if you want to start your own business, this, that, and the third. And they gave him a chance, and he brought me on board. So that was my first introduction into the cleaning business and trash hauling.
From how I remember it, he would sell DVDs here and there. And then he also used to do these fireplaces. I had no idea what he was doing with them, but I know he would mold them out or something like that, or fix them and get them to work, either electrical or smoke. However, he was trying to put one in my father's house. That's a different story.
He said he started his business in the car when y'all was riding.
Yes.
Or you were driving.
I was driving.
Tell me about that car ride.
On this particular trip, we were going to a football game. University of Miami against Florida State University in Tallahassee. On the way on the trip, he was venting to me about certain things he was going through with a business partner of his, someone he was in business together at the time.
I think he was more afraid of launching out on his own. So he felt like that he needed somebody to support him. And so, and he was telling me he had to pay all the bills, and he took care of this and took care of that and everything. So I said, well, what is JB doing? And he said, Mama, he's not doing anything. I said, well, you don't need it. If you paying all the bills and you make sure that all he got all the jobs and everything, so you really didn't need him. And so, and I told him to launch out on his own.
Whether just step out on faith, man, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. You're a hustler. You have a hustler's mentality. You know, I know you can do it. You can do it on your own. You don't need this person, you know? And I think, like I said, go back, I think the biggest thing was that was his friend. And it's still his friend. But friendship and business, for them two, it just didn't mix. So it was time for him to branch out and go on his own.
He gave JB everything, all the trucks, the business, and job. I think he said he kept one for himself. I think the one he got now. And after then, he just started getting jobs, got on his own, you know, and he is today, you know.
I see the smile on your face. That makes you real proud.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, like I tell him now, if it wasn't from God, he wouldn't have had it. So it's not that what we're doing, it's what God doing in his life.
When I had started, no, I'm gonna get out there every day. I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna be out there, and I wanna be out there and make sure they doing it right. Make sure they doing this, and I gotta make sure they tying the bags on the trash cans. Yeah. I gotta make sure they blowing off the sidewalks. You know, I don't want to get in trouble. I gotta do this. I want to make sure when I do this and do that. And I started realizing that you trust somebody to do it. You can't go get the work, do the work, and then try to go run down a paycheck. You can't do all three phases of business. You have to trust someone in at least two of those phases. You can only do, it's so true in business. There's only so many hours in a run of a day when you're doing business. Now when you're working, it's different. You know, let me put my 8 in and my 10 in, and I'm going home. But when you're in business, you don't never punch out. All these cliches that you hear about waking up in the morning, you got to have this type of money. You got to do this. You got to live your life like this in order to be successful. Each individual that is successful did it a different way. Your way may not work for others. It may just work for you.
You have a lot of things that come along with being a business owner. It's not just I get up and go to work and say, oh, I'm a CEO or I'm the president. Like, it's a lot of things behind the scene that go on that a lot of people really don't understand or realize until you're in that situation.
From UMG, in a possible dispute, rose the W Group. And the W Group is a full-fledged, head-on business. I mean, he used to maintain the beach. He used to have that contract, different Dunkin' Donuts, different commercial contracts. Now they're doing things that we didn't do. Like, we never did tear outs where they would go inside of commercial places and just tear down what's existing in there in order for somebody to come in and redo something else.
I remember Willie actually hustling CDs and DVDs, and to see him come from that point to now being a successful entrepreneur is just, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's a blessing to be a part of it. It's a blessing to see him grow. It's a blessing to see what example he is for his children and his family members.
From the pipe, from the landscaping, from the rust running off anything coming down, we have to clean it. From voodoo stains from iguanas, from placing wood down for the dumpsters, from covering all the floors once the floors is finished, to taping off the baseboards, to providing man for the plumbing, to even when the roofers throw all this stuff down, we have to go through the rock and pick up all the big gravel and stuff and throw it all away. We don't want to fill this dumpster. I'm talking about everything, boxes, trash being left over, from sweeping out the house daily so none of the grime and stuff get inside the tile. It's easier to maintain it than replace it.
Do you have your hands on anything? Like, yeah, do you personally go out there and do it now? I mean, you're 10 years in, so.
Yeah. I'm 10 years in. I don't have to do it no more. For me to say no, I don't do anything no more, it'll be a lie, because I do put my hands on it. I try to stay relevant in it. I try to stay knowledgeable in it, but I'm here now. And if the cameras wasn't rolling and you wasn't around, I'm going to walk the house anyway. I had to come out here to see that stain. Now, that stain is baked in over there. So what I have to do is I have to use 2 type of chemicals or whatever like that there to remove that stain. They rather for me to fight to remove it than have to tear it up and put another brick down.
I've seen him even on job sites. I pulled up to the job site where they need to dig a trench from, like, say, to the house out to the road. And if they're not digging fast enough, deep enough, hard enough, or throwing enough dirt, he'll go and take the shovel and literally show them, this is how you do it, this is how you dig it up, this is how you dig it up, this is how you're supposed to be doing. Come over here, let me see you do it. So that's one thing I can say. He'll get up and get in the trenches with them. And I think that's another reason why the W Group is so successful, that he leads by example. He doesn't stand there and tell them what to do. He'll show them what to do. Like, he tries to provide them with all the tools necessary to be successful and to get the job done and get the job done right the first time, because that's important too in business. That's one of his major reasons why he's successful.
At one point, especially back in 2005, between 2005 and 2007, I think everyone in the family had worked for him or had did a little work for him, from uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, everybody.
You said you used to work for him. Yeah. How was that? Working for your son? How was that?
I mean, I went out there and helped him out. That's what it was. I went out there and helped him. You know what? I always learned this right here. If you go on a man, I'd rather the family member who it is, you got to give that person respect, And I was taught that when you go on a man's job, you work and give him a day's work, And because he was my son, it didn't make no difference, that I went out there and helped him. Mama do this, do that there. But he know how far to go. Like I used to tell him, I said, you my boss now, but when I'm off the clock, I'm the boss. He gonna laugh about that. But I enjoy working with my son, and he enjoyed being with me. I enjoy it. Sometimes he take me on the job with him, and I ride with him. He like for me to watch him see him work.
I have the opportunity of riding with him on Wednesday, so I'll be able to, see how that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna take me on his different jobs and different buildings that he's built.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice. Sometimes he'll ride me out and take me around. And I enjoyed it.
This is
Mr. Willard.
how you doing? I see your Steelers ain't doing so good.
I wish they were playing like your Dolphins.
Well, I told you. Finally.
Times change.
Yeah, what all you got to do in here?
Make the rich man happy.
Don't we all? So I'm doing a documentary on my 10-year anniversary for my company. So this is Harold. I've been with this guy right here for the better part of 10 years now. Good guy right here. Best drywall guy in the world. Not the country, but the world.
The world.
I'm showing us some of the houses we do. What we do. The concept for the business was simple. I needed an outlet. I needed employment. I was currently incarcerated. And when I got released, I was put on probation for about 5 years. And I kept violating probation because every time I would go get a job, they would fire me once they found out I was on probation, or if they would give me a chance, my probation officer would be the one to get me fired because he would always go there and basically harass the employer. What is he doing? How is he doing it? And my employer used to tell me, I'm not here to babysit. I just want your services. I don't want to deal with it, and I would lose my job. So I didn't choose it in a way of speaking. It chose me. These houses right here, like when they tear the houses down, we come in. I provide the manpower to cap off the water line. We got to dig down to cap off the water from the main city water. When they tear the houses down, we got to set private fences. I provide manpower for that. I provide manpower to shut off the intercoastal, put the silk fencing on the intercoastal so the trash don't go in there. We manage these houses from start to finish, as far as the cleaning, the upkeep. I've installed fireplaces in them. I've provided, some of them I do fireproofing, where this is not a 2-story house, but some of the 2-story houses we're doing, I provide fireproofing where I separate the first floor from the second floor. So I provide manpower for the plumber when he need extra manpower out here. Just organizing, keeping the properties up and going. So I was able to start by picking up trash and then I worked my way into different facets of the business. And it's just a note and a testament to when you're trying to implement your imprint on something, you will get into anything you can to continue to make money for your company. So these properties, man, I touch pretty much every phase except roofing and electrical.
When they see you be successful, they're going to come to you for some advice. And when they do come to him, he don't refuse. He try to tell them what he know, try to give them the insight on how to go about trying to get established, the things to do. But specifically with working with the family, he's giving them opportunities. And these two with him, and they're with him now, excuse me, but there are others that have been there, and he struggled with them, but he's not turned away. So whatever mishap on one end may have occurred did not deter him on the other end for continuing to help. And I love the fact that he keeps that family bond going, you know.
I didn't have nobody to mentor me. I had to learn everything. So everything that I'm giving to everybody now that I talk to in business or come and ask me about business 17 years later, I try to give them what I didn't have. Ain't nobody tell me how to go and write proposals. Ain't nobody tell me how to, go and do contracts. Ain't nobody tell me how to properly calculate square footage or how you gonna get paid. Ain't nobody tell me how to fireproof houses. I had to sit and learn. Ain't no one 10 years ago, a felon like me, and I'm not bragging or whatever, a felon like me couldn't get no handout. That's why I'm so indebted to Scott. That's why I'm so indebted to Lisa. That's why I'm so indebted to Peter with C&D, Patrick with C&D, Patrick with PNC Homes. That's why I'm indebted to those people, man, because I didn't have no leadership. I didn't have no guidance. I had to learn them all. Trial and error.
A couple of things about Willie's business is, one, it's a family business, and not just family as in blood relatives, but family as in love and appreciation. Whenever you go to an event at Willie's house or a party or anything, it's his employees are there. They're a family. It's people that some of them are related to it, some of them are just employees, but he treats them as family. And I think that's very important that we show that people are not just employees. When you're growing a business, especially in our community, when you employ people, it's good to make them a part of the business. So it may, even if it's just coming over to his house to play cards or something, it makes them a part of the family, makes them part of the business, and it helps grow the business. And I think that's a blueprint for growing businesses. You've seen a lot of small businesses grow larger, and you always hear about, those first few people, we were a family, we were working together, and now we're a Fortune 500 company. And I think Willie has that great blueprint of treating everyone as a family. It's all business, strictly business, but he treats them like family also so that they all can grow together.
He loves the W Group. He loves the fact that he's able to provide for his family, that he has his employees, that he's able to provide for them and their households, and that he's able to provide a wonderful service to his clients.
My name is Lisa Silveri Rogers, and my family owns commercial real estate. We have currently 4 locations, and Willie basically does all of our maintenance on all of our properties.
I've known Willie for 13 years. Apparently, I didn't realize it, but we were one of his first clients, and he's established himself. He's obviously a valuable member of our team again because he's been here for with us for 13 years, and that's a statement. If he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, he would have been fired and replaced by someone that we can rely on because it's a very difficult business, and everyone has to be a professional and do the things that they say they're going to do so we can rely on that.
Y'all take a look at what I look at all the time. Just the quality and craftsmanship of Summit Builders. This is some beautiful wallpaper, Adrian. Oh, man. It's beautiful. What is this? This velvet? Hey, that's what the man from coming to me. This is the builder right here. That's Adrian with Summit Builders. Adrian and Scott. That's who I've been doing business with for about 14 years now. That's how I built my business, through Summit Builders. If you want to have longevity and if you want to feed your family, you have to be stable and you have to have a word that is rock solid. If you say, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And for my customers, that's all I have. No customers mean no pay. No pay mean no income.
But Willie is the type of person that contributes in any way he can, be it monetary. If I call Willie and say, hey, we're doing this project, can you chip in, help out? He's there for check. If I say, Willie, can you come and help, pick up this paper? He'll come. And through his businesses, if I call and say, Willie, I need your help through your business. And I was able to give him a call, say, we need transportation for elderly people for this voting. We're doing a Souls to the Polls. And immediately he said, sure, I'll be there. But that's the type of spirit he has, is however he can help out. There's some that just write a check and help out monetarily. There's some that will send their employees to help out. Willie drove the bus himself. He drove it himself and helped out. So he's the type of person that will help in either way, writing a check, doing the work himself, sending someone else. I mean, he helps out in so many ways, and he just has a giving spirit about him.
Many instances on Christmas, their family, the James family, they get together and find families that are hurting, that children that won't be able to get Christmas gifts, literally buying. I'm talking about not just a teddy bear or bicycles, computers. They find an actual need that these children, not just, they find large families that, and they just give back out of their heart, just tons and tons of monies. I shared one time with his son. His son was going to a daycare or summer program. He literally, people have little struggles. He pays for the entire lunch and breakfast for the entire summer for every kid in the program. He sends sponsors in to do that kind of stuff because God blessed him. He want to give back. We don't understand everybody's struggle. Some people can barely make it to give, I don't know if you can eat today. You can eat breakfast, but you can't eat lunch. Or you can eat lunch, or you can't eat breakfast. But to take away that, it's in his heart. My kids are here. We're able to bless somebody, and he'll buy it. No, I don't need a plaque. No, I don't need that, because again, he don't want it to seem like he's doing, but I recognize it. And I told him, people need to see that. People need to understand that you're giving back to the community. That empowers somebody else. If he's doing it, I need to give back as well.
My dad is doing fine. He's helping homeless people so they can have a better life. He prays them to have a good day and a good life. And my dad likes to help a lot of homeless people because he's a nice dad and he does stuff to make people happy.
My dad always say, just give. My mom have this thing. My mom say, close your hand. What can God put in it? Say nothing. Open your hand. What can God put in that? Everything. The advice that I give anybody that's in business and starting out in business, educate yourself financially first. Know how to say no when you get a lump sum of money and not spend it. Know how to put it away. Know how to pay yourself properly. But educate yourself financially first. And then after you do that, you need to learn your word is everything out here. Your word is everything.
Too many times, people that aren't really touchable are put forth as role models. I tell them that, Michael Jordan is not your role model. Shaquille O'Neal is not your role model. State Senator Chris Smith isn't necessarily your role model. Your role model is somebody like Willie James, someone that is a self-made man, someone that is flawed, that has made mistakes in his past, but not let those mistakes inhibit him. Someone that lives in the community, and those kids in this community walk by and they see Willie James, a guy born and raised in this community, a guy that went to Dillon High, a guy that may have made mistakes in his past, but has grown a business and is making something of himself and growing another generation. So Willie is really what I consider a role model.
He's grown a lot as a friend, as a man, as a husband, as a father over the years. He loves his family.
At this point in my life, I can't work for nobody else, because when I started out, it was a small business, and I used to sometimes have doubts, should I go further? I used to have doubts, is this my path? And I think for me, I'm indebted to my company. I love my company. I love the W Group. I don't know where I'd be without my company. I don't know where I'd be without the success that I've reached from my company. Again, I do what I want to do. And that's the key to success for me.
To be a successful entrepreneur is a task that will consume your life. There are truly no clock in or clock out hours when you are the owner of a successful business. You have to build trust between yourself, employees, colleagues, and family members. I hope this story has inspired you as it has inspired and encouraged me. Whatever goals you may have, whether in business or your personal life, Willie James' story shows you that perseverance and hard work pays off. Willie, I would like to say congratulations on the W Group's 10th year anniversary.
Willie, congratulations on your 10 years. It's been quite a journey working with you, and it's been a lot of laughs and, as you know, in my case, some tears. And I always appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family, and look forward to 100 more years of working together.
Willie, what's up, brother? It's your boy Kenya, man. I just want to congratulate you on your 10-year anniversary of starting the group, the W Group. I was with you from the beginning, man, and I'm glad whatever advice or those long talks that we had, I'm glad I was able to just impart some wisdom into you, man. Whatever I said to you, or whatever advice I've given you, that you took it and ran, man. I appreciate it. I love you. I just want to say congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you, young black man. And God bless, and I wish you many more years, brother.
Willie, I just want to congratulate you on your 10th year anniversary. It's been a pleasure working with you, and look forward to a long, prosperous future together.
Son, don't you forget what I have told you. You wouldn't be where you is today if it weren't from God, your wife, and your mom.
My nigga, you made it! I'm just kidding. No, I'm sincerely proud of you. I'm genuinely proud of you from the bottom of my heart. This is such an accomplishment, and I wish you many more years of success.
Congratulations to the W Group for 10 great years, and we look for 100 years more. Willie, you've done a tremendous job. You've grown a business, you've grown a community, you're growing your family. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Willie, I'm celebrating with you on your 10 years with the W Group. Brother, I'm very, very proud. I'm very inspired by you. You inspire me to want to go ahead and give back to the community, to branch out in my small business, to be able to reach the masses. I want to build it to a place where I can give back, where I can do the things that you do. I want you to know that you are an example for other black men in this community. You're an example for our young men, our children, our sons in this community. Continue to give back. Continue to do what you do. Very proud of you, brother. Stay up, man.
Congratulations, Dad, with the W Group and putting yourself out there and doing good. I'm proud of you that you did the W Group, and you're doing a very great job. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being the father I always wish I had. Love you.
Congratulations, Daddy, for 10 years working at the W Group and helping people.
I just want to tell you, Willie James, that I love you, I adore you, I appreciate you. I love the man that you are. I love the husband that you are. And most importantly, the father that you are to our kids. 10 years W Group, 12 years married, 16 dating, still dating. I love you. I appreciate you. Keep up the hard work. You know, I'm always in your corner. I always have your back. Whatever you need, you know, I have you, and we will make it happen. And continue to strive, continue to do good things, and God is watching over you, and you're going to move in the right direction. In the words of your prayer, push my company in the way I want it to go. I love you.
You are my biggest motivation. You are my biggest push in every journey that I do. Thank you. I hope you have a great celebration for your company. and know that I truly love you as my brother. Congratulations to the W Group of South Florida for 10 years of success.
Congratulations to the W Group on y'all's 10-year anniversary. To Willie, to stand firm. Remember, you have my grandkids that you have to provide for, so continue to grind, continue to pick up additional contracts, continue to make that money, make that green, because you got to have that green to take care of my children.
I would like to congratulate the W Group for their 10th year anniversary. Just keep on keeping on. Stay ahead of the curve.
Hey, what's going on, brothers? You know, your little brother, a.k.a. Big Sexy, a.k.a. Chocolate Teddy Bear, a.k.a. Too Much Attorney. Hey, listen, man, from the bottom of my heart, you know I love you. And no one can say it better than me, man, that I'm proud of you. I know Daddy proud of you. The whole family's proud of you, man. You are the definition of a hustler.